What's up YouTube? Marcus Crockett back with another video. And in this video, I just want to talk really quick about automation. There's been a lot of talk about how do you automate cleaning companies? What do you need to do to automate the cleaning company? I'm about to give you two of the things that we do in our company to have the beginning, the first phases, but they're big pieces of our company that are automated. So number one, we have a cold calling service, right? And just a disclaimer, there's no link at the bottom of this video or in the description anywhere for you to be able to buy leads, or not necessarily leads, buy appointments, right? Because we don't work off of leads. We actually set appointments. But though that's not for sale, that's not something that's open to the public. That's all in-house. But for the sake of the video, I'm disclosing that. I'm just gonna let you know. So we have our lead generation service. The way the lead generation service works is like this. Appointments are set, whether they're set over the phone or through the email. We have both. They get set both ways, but it doesn't matter because the next step is once they're set, they're then confirmed. Once the lead is confirmed, then it is sent over to our office, whether it goes to me, our operations manager, or whoever. But once it gets to that point, it is then dispersed to someone who's going to do the walkthrough, right? Once the walkthrough is done, once they go, they meet with the customer, they take all the measurements, they do all the stuff they need to do. That information is then sent to the cloud. Once it's sent to the cloud, we get a notification. Check the notification is then pulled from the cloud. Then a proposal is worked up, sent to the customer, and then we start our follow-up process a few days after that. That is pretty much how we get our clients in a nutshell, right? That's the condensed version of how we get our clients. Now, how we staff our buildings in a nutshell. We will either and we were doing the same way, just we were doing the same thing for W4 employees and subcontractors, but where we are in the company right now, no longer have W4 workers. May get some later on, but as of right now, we don't really need them. Let's just talk about subcontractors. We'll do our due diligence, making sure that they are who they say that they are. And if everything looks good, everything's checked out, we then send them one of my virtual assistants sends them a subcontractor pack. The subcontractor fills out all of that information, is then sent back to us. Once it's sent to us, the financial information, so the W-9, the bank account information, all of that stuff then is sent to our bookkeeper, right? It's copied on our end and then it's sent to the bookkeeper. Once the bookkeeper gets it, now the bookkeeper has them in her system, and they're able to make sure that they're able to get paid. We then take all of their other stuff and their other information is filed. Once we start getting once we start getting yeses from the walkthroughs, we're then now able to connect with a subcontractor, regardless to whatever area they're in. We have subcontractors in a lot of areas. We're able to get with them, let them know how much the contract's gonna pay. If they're interested, we'll move forward. In a nutshell, that's pretty much how it looks. That's how it looks. But that's a nutshell. There are other details that go within those things, and that's just a portion of how things are automated. Like we have other things other systems in place that has to be automated as well. I will be 110% honest and say that my company, as it stands right now, isn't 100% automated. My company is probably about 90% automated. And we're gonna close up, and I don't know if I ever really want it to be 100%, maybe like 95, 98, you know what I mean? I still want it to be able to run without me, but I don't want to take my foot too far off the gas where I'm completely disengaged with my company and all of the operations managers and relationships that I was able to maintain, cultivate over the years. So I don't know if I ever really want to step completely away, but the hustle and bustle, the stuff that I had to deal with in the beginning, those are things that I am glad that I'm away from now. But the name of the game is get the business, grow the business, automate the business, sell the business if you want to, or keep it and help create generational wealth. I know that my kids now look at and this is getting off topic, but my kids look at what they seen me do and they know like, okay, business and entrepreneurship is not only possible, but that's the move. Like that's the way. That's the way that we're gonna go. That's what That's what they're telling me. My son's telling me he want to be a business owner. My daughter saying she want to be a business owner. It's nothing like getting my. I remember when I got my first office and my kids are in there, and instead of doing what kids do, they're in there interviewing each other. They're giving mock interviews. So that was pretty dope. But yeah, that's the name of the game is to do that. Whether or not my kids want, well, my daughter asked me, he's like, Dad, when you get too old, are you going to give the business to me and Mello? You know what? That's a dope position to be in, because everyone don't have that opportunity. You know what I mean? If you work over at the hospital as a doing whatever it is that you do, you can't give your job to your kids. You know what I'm saying? But you can't give your job to your kids, but if you have a business, you can definitely give the business to your kids. And if my kids don't want to do what I'm doing when they're older, they don't have to, because the business is going to be able to fund whatever it is that they want to do, right? Whether if they want to go to school to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever, right? The business will do that. And I'll still be able to have time to spend with them, spend with my grandkids when my kids start having kids, when they get to that age. But the whole point of this video, that was kind of like a rant, but the whole point of the video is how to get into position to automate your how to automate your company, right? So those are just some of the things that we do, some of the major things that we do in a nutshell on what it looks like to automate a company. A lot of people talk about automating a company, but they don't never really speak on what automation looks like. It's always kind of like a roundabout, well, you kind of got to do this. I have one guy, I ain't gonna tell that. But yeah, guys, like I say, I'm always dropping jewels. Make sure you're in position to pick them up by liking, commenting, and subscribing. My name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.